coming with all they friends, and we get active, yeah. We get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black, my eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now. Don't run your mouth too quick. Let's get it. Stop talking. One way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. Don't make me rap, you get your talking out my face. It's in my mind, really, this is my DNA. I gotta get it, I don't know no other way. Get out my way.
Jumbo jet. It wasn't easy, but nothing is. No. When I feel heavy metal, and I feel that I need when I lie and I'm easy all of the time, but I'm never sure why I need you. Please, I need ya. Down. It's not my problem. When I feel heavy metal, and I feel that I need when I lie and I'm easy.
Now, from the Valley of the Sun, EA Sports welcomes you inside State Farm Stadium, just west of downtown Phoenix, Arizona. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Buffalo Bills and the Arizona Cardinals on Sunday Night Primetime. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson ready to get the preseason started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is James Cook. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
And I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
Once again, it's Cook. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a good run after a good run. This one for 14 yards and another first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it. The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give them an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. From the gun, here is Allen. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to have a Bills 1st down. At least it appears that way. Got it by maybe the length of a football.
Really nice job there. They're setting an early tone up front. And listen, these small runs, these conversion runs, they don't seem like a big deal right now. But over the course of the game, expect this offensive play caller to use these downs to build off of. So what looks small now down the line could pay a lot bigger dividend.
5 wide. Ready? Hey, home. What's that?
Throwing now. Allen here on 1st down. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic, and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun. Throw here for Allen. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. That is intercepted. That's the safety, Buda Baker.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. A first carry for the former Tar Heel, Devontae Williams. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. So, from the 25, it's 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
Now, off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on 3rd down, that number just goes up.
Returnable from the 17. Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment. He's taken down after a solid return. They'll throw on first down with Allen. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Throwing on second down. It's Allen. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
On third and a couple, here's Allen. Down the right sideline. And he will score. James Cook, touchdown, Bills.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Let's go. 60 Bisons. Go check. Go check.
Here's a first carry for their running back. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Mikey Singer still that time. Makes the play.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. Now they'll set up to throw. And this is caught left sideline, but out of bounds. As the official. Incomplete. That ball a little late getting there. That's going to bring up third down. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. Inside the 25. An electrifying run, bringing it all the way inside the 15-yard line. It is a big gain for Arizona. 42 yards. On the handoff, it is Williams running to the right. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Bills' 12-yard line.
Back to throw. He'll try to hit him with a screen. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
To number 22. That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now a 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. That one, taken in. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Arizona.
possession of this game, Mike. It resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Cook. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8. Play action now, and here's Allen. There's a short one caught by Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
They'll run the toss with Cook. And he'll get it back to midfield. That's it. No gain on the play.
It's up 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2. They've got it with a 2nd down and 10.
Let's go now.
Turn and hand this one off. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
3rd and long. look to throw. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Trying to get it to Jalen Pope that time. And it's going to lead to 4th down. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and come out to the 20-yard line. Shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
It seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
He's got his man, complete to Wilson. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. Handoff here, up the middle, and he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down. Not much happening there, just a short game. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Go!
They'll give on the ground. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. It's good for a Cardinals 1st down. They'll stay on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Come on, set! Cougar 19!
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Let's go now!
They'll try to sneak it here. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchdown.
35-yard line.
quick throw on the RPO is complete. Loose inside the 30. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Buffalo. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play right after the catch.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This returnable from the 4. Oh! And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Roman Wilson was the intended target. And it'll bring up second down. They'll look to set up the screen here. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up, stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive lineman to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Third and long. Throwing now from the gun. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
To the ground, the first down run. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Second and 11. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag back in the backfield. Is it a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. Going back in the backfield. We'll get the carry here. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. The worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing. The thing is, the offense comes to the sideline now. The quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball. It's always a little bit of a letdown. Like you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Now, he'll air one out, and this will be incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots, even though they weren't able to connect.
A throw left side, going to be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Now a toss play, running left. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch, found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
3rd down and 16.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Exiting the pocket right. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. They'll throw out of the gun. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the 2nd quarter and the first 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Next to score, Bills 24, Bills 13.
4 seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here we go. Pass the 60.
Now flags fly. Looked like someone got going early, and it's going to turn into 1st and 15. Going for it all. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
They'll try to set up the screen here, and they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 6.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative, no time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll manage only a couple. Darius Robinson in on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 29. Here's 2nd down and 7. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Will Johnson up for the stop.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up. The Bills bringing on their punting unit. He'll punt for the 2nd time after hitting a beauty in his first effort. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. RPO quick throw. Grabbed by Wilson. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick 1st down. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down
3rd down and 9. Complete. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards. They'll go with a counter on 1st down. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
The middle, and he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Right back to him on 1st down. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
2nd and 10. Now this time they'll look to throw. And it's a big run down to the 10-yard line. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. 1st and goal coming up. They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's 1st and...
Hawk 70! Hawk 70!
Forced out left. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Touchdown, Cardinals. That is 2nd touchdown tonight. Beautiful play on the move out of the pocket to his left, and he finds the end zone for the touchdown. What a play, Greg.
It really was, and how often do we see quarterbacks that really are trying to make a play, throw the ball into maybe a crowd, throw it into tight coverage, especially down here in the red zone. You have to protect the ball and make great choices, and he keeps that one alive, and it pays off.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen, and they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. Good for a Bills first down. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Bills. His second catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns.
And while everyone's going to focus on the play downfield, this touchdown, Mike, it ultimately occurs because of the protection up front. They do a great job picking up the blitz, and with those extra few seconds, that's all the time he needs. Finds his man streaking downfield, open, and great awareness meets great scheme. All you need is great execution.
From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 72.
Drive will start on the ground, and he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle.
It's a pickup.
2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
Back to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. EA Sports back for more from the NFL preseason after this. Here's 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And once he got his head around, he realized he was in danger. I mean, luckily, he was able to get rid of that ball before it turned into a negative play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll look over the middle, running back. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 14 on that hookup. First down, Buffalo.
Here we go, set.
He'll drop to throw. There's a short one caught by Sanders. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll air it out down the middle. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Ja'Tavion Sanders was the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a second down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up third down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Oh, he didn't need much. I don't think he got there. Gonna depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight, but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he is going to have the Bills' first down. They wind up getting 13 yards on that 4th down conversion. Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. And that is incomplete. But there is a flag down into the play, backed by the quarterback. Let's see. What a critical flag. Roughing the passer, it sets up 1st and goal. Throwing now from the gun. And he will score! Game on! Ja'Tavion Sanders! Touchdown Buffalo! Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3 of field goal here in the fourth quarter.
Kevin McPherson set to kick off.
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
I had a rule, Mike, when I was playing that if the ball hit either of my hands, it was a drop. You don't get paid in the NFL to make the easy ones. You get paid in the NFL to make them all. I think that's a catch he's got to come down with.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready?
A handoff as they try to run it here. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Ready, set. Ready, go.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the fourth quarter, and that's a gift. And that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this
The
offense.
Bills take over first and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Tackle made at his own 9-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
He'll try and throw it under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the fourth quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
The Bills bringing on the punt team. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
A throw, left side, caught by Sanders. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
This crowd trying to be a factor, getting very loud now. It's 3rd and 5. They'll run here.
Number 38, the ball player. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
The The pressure intensifies for 4th down and 3. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance. I'm not so sure he would have picked up the 1st down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down.
2, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
On the run to the right. He bought as much time as he could, but it will finally be taken down. Greg Russo. He gets in there for the sack, and it looks like the time off has not slowed him down one bit. So a big one looming for Jake Bates. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long.
Here we go, Scott. Let's go.
They'll try to run. And this is not going to do the trick. Not even close to where they needed to be. Turn it over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts, and they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ballgame. Now on 2nd and long. He's going to air this one out. That is caught. And this is going to be a touchdown. What a finish. They win it on the final play.
What a defensive breakdown. Mike, it's the last play of the game. You have to keep everything in front of you and then just rally tackle. But instead, they let him get behind the defense. He does the rest after the catch, and this is going to take a while for them to get over this one. That is just a brutal loss.
So a road win here for the Bills as they start things out with a victory here in the first week of this preseason.